Bolt, man. That's all I got to say. Bolt.
Because before we get started, I want Carlisle to get it out of his system where he explains his conspiracy theory on how Bolt is really all about the propaganda of PETA and something about world domination and anti-religious and anti-capitalism. Just go ahead and say it, man. Just get it out there.
Okay, Bolt's pretty awesome. Yeah.
But what's the hidden agenda behind it? Come on.
What is it? Did this look like The Lion King to you? No, it fucking did.
It doesn't need to.
Bolt.
It's got
this is awesome.
Everything with a talking animal to you is like some conspiracy theorist.
Now,
it's like a fucking goat killed Kennedy
you know
or something.
And this is the thing. I was going to blog about this tonight because I was like, you know what? Corey kept interrupting me, and I never got to finish where I was going with that.
Welcome to my fucking world. Shit, now you know how I feel to be on that couch.
Yes, except the problem is that I got halfway through my thing, and then I never got to finish it off and explain where I was going. And so as a result, it just looks like I'm ranting like a crazy man, which it does.
If we shut up and let you talk, you will bring it back around to sanity.
Not during a Bolt review, but I'll do it after the review.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to talk about Bolt.
People.
Yeah,
because I want to talk about a movie I really fucking like.
Well, just to let people know, he had some really crazy theory about the Lion King. That's why we brought it up. And so now, let's drop that.
It goes along with his theory with Happy Feet and the ant bully. But anyway,
you didn't see Ant Bully.
I did see Ant Bully.
Ant Bully's about communists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm the one who's wrong.
Now hold on.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying something crazy.
I turned to you after that and I said, was that communist propaganda to you? And you were like, I don't know, man. It kind of was.
By the way, a squirrel killed Martin Luther King.
A squirrel did not. I think it was
not just one squirrel.
Conspiracy theory of squirrel, communist squirrels.
So you bring up the three that I have issues with. Outside of that, I love animated films, but those three animated films all have.
Damn, dude.
So Bolt for you,
but
good,
Bolt,
clean fun.
Okay, so for those of you that haven't seen anything on this movie, Bolt is a super dog, and he has a weekly television show in which he's always fighting against the green-eyed man and saving his beloved owner from trouble with all of his snazzy superpowers. Trouble is, he's actually living in this Truman Show-esque kind of world where he's actually just an actor dog that they're trying to let believe is a super dog. So he actually believes he's some kind of superhero and then accidentally gets put out in the world, and then you have a fish out of water story as this dog tries to use his superpowers that he doesn't actually have and tries to find his way home.
Yeah, no, that's funny because that's what I was thinking. It's the Truman story for dogs.
Truman Show.
I mean, it's the Truman Show for dogs, and I like that aspect of the movie. That was my favorite part. I guess where the movie took a downfall for me is when it turned into a typical animals trying to make it back home story. But that doesn't mean I didn't like the movie. I actually thought it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be going in.
I think it's a really fun, really well done movie.
And you're stupid.
But you know, and it's when it's so good, I almost hate to say anything bad about it. But if I was to have a negative, like so early in the review too, that kind of sucks. Is that its lack of originality, in as much as we would describe it as it's the Truman Show, it's Buzz Lightyear,
it's Homeward Bound,
and it's Homeward Bound, and it's all those three things. But that said, some great voice acting talent. I mean, like Susie Essman as the cat, she was fantastic. I never thought about her doing cartoon voices. And just the animation all the way through. And of course, the whole thing was supervised by John Lasseter.
Yeah.
So it's got that Pixar feel.
Well, it's the very first full project to come out since John Lasseter took over the animation division at Disney. So this is that first look at the feel we can quite possibly expect from Disney animation from here on out until something weird happens.
Right. Yeah, this isn't Chicken Little or it's something else that Disney had done. I mean, and that's surprising too because the directors on these movies, the directors on this movie was Brian Howard and Chris Williams. One of them did Brother Bear, which is one of the weakest Disney films I've ever seen. But another guy actually did The Emperor's New Groove, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. So they brought in this. I love The Emperor's New Groove, man.
I really don't like that.
Okay, why?
I think it's one of the funniest movies that they've ever made. But yeah, go ahead.
What's the theory behind that? Is it really I just don't like it? Or?
No, I really just don't like it. Seriously, I mean.
I thought we were going on a rant
about how they trivialize the Mestizo Indians or anything like that.
Come on, man! You know we're gonna give you shit for all this.
You know, I think the thing with The Emperor's New Groove is I think that you guys just love animation so much that you're giving it a pass.
No, not at all.
Now you gotta stop saying that shit, man. You gotta leave
Oh,
that
see,
alone.
all of a sudden.
Yeah, because you know that ain't true.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I know
taking
it's
the bait.
exactly true.
He pulls that out every time.
I know, man,
I'm
and it's
not
ridiculous.
accepting it.
And I got somebody here to back me up on it.
Oh,
So,
he's easy on animation too.
oh, get out of here, man. You crazy ass. Cartoon.
Not talking about me anymore.
the goddamn cartoon conspiracist over here. You talking about us? But no, look,
He's like Russell Crowe in a dangerous mind. I mean, in a beautiful mind, except it's all cartoon
Hey,
drawings.
now
everywhere.
hold on a second. I'm more like Mel Gibson in Conspiracy Theory, where he's standing outside of Julia Roberts' room, staring in at her. That's who I am.
Except instead, you're staring at Popeye.
yeah,
Yes,
Bullwinkle
but
or something.
Popeye is clearly a tool of the U.S. military. They try to get people inducted
He's
into
part
the
of the
Navy.
U.S. military-industrial complex. Yes, but that's a total. Let's not even get into Gumby.
But oh shit,
Gumby
yeah.
is liberal propaganda.
Gumby's pure, but no,
Pokey is totally the Red Revolution. He's a proletariat.
But I love the way this movie started out, man. Come on, y'all.
You started this shit. I was trying to talk about Bolt.
You started this shit with your crazy ass theories.
Fuck you.
This shit goes deep.
Fuck you.
God damn.
You guys keep bringing this around to me. In fact, actually, I think it was Leon's fault for going there.
Man, I'm sorry, but there's sometimes somebody does something that's so wild, you can't not talk about it.
Dude, I was
Exactly.
hopped up on coffee. I was having a good time, and people took it way too seriously.
I don't think it was them that took it too seriously.
Yeah, no, that shit was serious with you, man. People standing back wondering, like, shit. People, the Joker, looking at you. Why so serious about this shit? But nah, man. I mean, this movie. I'm glad that we can actually have a lighthearted discussion about this because you're right. The thing that made it for me really is first of all the beginning, which is a total riff on all those Michael Bay movies. I mean,
very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who else? The one who has that lightning tree at the beginning.
Oh, well,
Bruckheimer.
Well,
Yeah,
it's a
Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer TV show, effectively, and
Yeah.
you've got all the tropes. Everything's there, from the slow mo shots to the multiple explosion sequences to just the really bad dialogue. Everything is just so cliche and fun and cheesy popcorn, and you just buy into this kind of universe that this dog lives in, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean Disney at the beginning of it, the directors have fun playing with the credits of this movie. When the way it starts out so sweet, and then it says 5 years later, like that CSI font, and then it's like Walt Disney Presents, and I'm like, see, no, that's brilliant right there. And they get the whole thing down with all the power people in Hollywood, like the overbearing executive who doesn't really care about this girl Penny, but it looks at her like as a money making machine.
Sure.
James Lipton does a great voice as the director.
Right.
Yeah, who's just totally too way into his work and takes his work a little bit too seriously, even though it's bullshit that he's producing.
I know. I kind of admire the fact that the guy is serious about his craft. You get so many people who just don't give a damn.
Yeah, well,
Maybe that's just me.
No.
There is one thing I was kind of skeptical about. The
What's
fact
that?
It had a Thursday night primetime 8 p.m. time slot. There's no way. There's no way it could survive that time slot. Not Thursday night.